Hey, it's LSFT here today, and today we're here to talk about the driving assist, the collision mitigation settings. So what you need to do is click on the gear, and then you scroll down to driving assist. Under there, you would select collision mitigation, and here we have a bunch of settings that we can configure as we go through this. The first section is the PreCollision System. And under the PreCollision System, the first item is the capability of turning it off or turning it on. And by default, it is on. When the PreCollision System is off, you will see an indicator on your dash like this, indicating that the pre-collision is off. Another thing to make note of is when you turn off the pre-collision system, it is turned off for that session. If you power off your vehicle, the next time you power on your vehicle, the pre-collision system will automatically turn back on, even if you've turned it off here. So the next option is warning timing under the pre-collision system. You can set it up to later, the default, or earlier. So there are some nuances here. If you change the pre-collision warning timing to later, the emergency steering assist timing will also change to later, but this does not include the active steering function. So because you set it to later, the emergency steering assist will not operate in most cases. Another item to make note of is when you use the dynamic radar cruise control, the pre-collision warning will operate at earlier function, regardless if you set it to default or later. It will always be earlier. And as always, Lexus never tells you what does later or earlier mean. It just means that the pre-collision system will react as a warning state earlier or later. We now move down to the next item, which is the front cross traffic alert. So the option is you can turn it off or turn it back on using the toggle. The next item is alert timing. You can set it to later, default, or earlier. Although Australians have front cross traffic alert, it doesn't look like that they have this option to customize. Anybody from Australia, if you have your NX, let me know if you actually see the front cross traffic alert setting. The next item is parking assist volume. So under that, I've actually changed that to low. By default, it's mid, and you can change it to high or low. It's funny that it says parking assist volume, but this setting actually impacts the intuitive parking assist buzzer, the rear crossing traffic alert, and also the rear camera detection. All three of these functions and the volume of their buzzer is actually controlled here. The reason why I changed this to low and not keep it to mid is I found that it's a bit noisy when I'm parking and when I'm close to objects. So I turned it to low so it doesn't freak me out. It does get noisy when I go into my garage, where it keeps on beeping at me telling me that I'm too close to the doors. The next section is the blind spot monitoring. The first item is support timing, and the default is default, and we can set it to later or earlier. There's no exact specifications of what is later and what is earlier. The next is the brightness. You can change it to bright or dim. So you can see on the side mirrors, you have the blind spot monitoring lights, so you can change that setting to a brighter or a dimmer light. The last section is safe exit assist. In the manual, it says that you can turn this feature on or off, but here it doesn't look like that option is available. The first option is outside rear view mirror indicators. You can turn it off or turn it on. The next option is sensitivity. By default, it's mid, and you can change it to high or low. According to the manual, you can actually turn off this safe exit assist. However, I do not see that in the menu item. Do any of you actually have that menu item to turn it on or turn it off? Let me know in the comments section below so that we can see what happened to it. So after recording this video, I gave it some thought and oh yes, it's actually in the shortcuts. So under the shortcuts, the driving assist, you can turn off the safe exit assist. And when you turn that off, it does show on the dash that the icon and also a message telling you that the safe exit assist is off. What also makes this funny is when you power off your vehicle and you power back on, the safe exit assist continues to be off. That is a little bit different from what the manual says. The manual actually says when you turn off your vehicle, it will automatically turn it back on. So there is some discrepancies between the manual and what is actually happening. So we're at the end of the collision mitigation settings. So as part of this driving assist collection of videos, our next video will be the notification menus. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. You can also press that bell icon to get alerted when new videos are out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers. Like the pre-collision system, the safety exit assist, if you have that option to turn it off, it will automatically turn back on when you restart your vehicle.